Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm not going to be on here very long, but I wanted to kind of correct something a little bit, and I just figured this is the easiest way to do it. Recording stuff is not always easy. Um, First of all, I'm glad everybody enjoyed the live stream today. Wasn't it great that the Admiral came in? That was awesome. But I just wanted to come in, and this is really to all my moderators. We're so grateful for each and every one of them for this channel. We are grateful beyond belief. They're dear friends, and I tremendously appreciate them. I decided yesterday, and yes, you probably are going to see in a few minutes, I decided to go ahead and install Nightbot on especially for our Monday Lighthouse Mondays, because I would like for my moderators and our moderators of this channel to come in here and enjoy it. I don't want them to have to work tremendously hard, dropping links all over the place. And that's kind of what I was doing yesterday, which was fine. I'm glad to do it. But I didn't get very far because I got frustrated and I didn't totally understand it. But about 5 minutes into the live from the lifeboat today, I'm like, oh, but Nightbot's working. I got it to work. I don't know how I got it to work, but I got it to work. So I'm doing this as kind of a little test. It takes about 5 minutes for Nightbot to warm up. I'm not going to do it so that it gives people the ability. Some creators will do that, where they will give people the ability to say a word and they'll drop the link. And I'm not going to do that. I still want links dropped, and we do on this channel, from kind of me saying, you can go ahead and drop this one. But the moderators that are on here that have channels, I want their links, and we want their links dropped, so that you guys can go give them some love and support them. So I want to go ahead and do that, and we do. Just so you all know how that's gonna work. I think that will kind of streamline a little bit of the regular chat when we go live, to have that pop up. I trying to figure out how the weather thing works. I haven't totally figured out that. I tried to put that in. I put a welcome thing. So we're just kind of trying to fool around with Nightbot a little bit. There's some other things you can do with it, like maybe being able to put in fun Elvis facts, or being able to put in, fun other facts and countdown to Christmas and stuff. But trying to understand it all is a little overwhelming to this person. So anyway, you will probably see, and that's why I'm kind of hanging on. But anyway, so I didn't want any of the other moderators that were on the boat to realize that Chris and Melinda's link kept dropping, which is great. Go and support her. Hi, Jen. Go and support her. I love. She's like a sister to me. But we will slowly be adding other moderators into Nightbot and their channels that have channels, so that they're dropping. So this way, I think it will, that way they don't have to worry about dropping their links. While we're live, their links are getting dropped, which is what I want and what we want this channel to do. And then on Lighthouse Monday, it takes that pressure off, making sure that the moderators that are the moderators of this channel get a little bit of, they get their channels promoted a little bit. And that's what I want to do. So they said it takes about 5 minutes for Nightbot to kick in and start working. So we'll try this. But it did work. I was like, oh, I was on the boat and going, oh no, I forgot to turn off Nightbot. Because I didn't think it was working. And then all of a sudden it started popping off, and I'm like, oh, I think I got it to work. So it dropped like our Facebook group and stuff like that, which I was really kind of excited about that it started doing. But I only got one name in there because I didn't think it was working. I thought, okay, whatever I'm doing, it's not working. So it says it takes about 5 minutes. So this is just a little bit of a test here. This is not a normal live, y'all. I did that, and it's supposed to say something. So we'll see if it works. It says about 5 minutes for it. And I was shocked when I'm like, oh, it finally decided to kick in. Oh, good. So that works. So I'm learning it. So you understand what's happening here. I'm the only one that can put on IOPA, which is going to be our lighthouse thing. And it just welcomes everybody to the lighthouse on Monday. And I just want to be able to add this Nightbot in there for all of the other, the Facebook group, our Facebook group, and all of the moderators that are part of this channel. I want to make sure that they are getting promoted and recognized. So this is good to see that it works. I just have to remember when I'm on the boat, I'm probably going to shut it off. Hi, LJ. I was just trying to tell everybody because I didn't want, when I saw it come up and realized, oh, Nightbot's working. I didn't think that. Here's another thing that this is something that I gave everybody the permission. I don't know if it's going to work. So we're going to try this one too. Because that way everybody can put in their weather, which is kind of cool on Lighthouse Mondays. So this is just, I had to run this to see if it works. No, invalid. Okay, so we're learning, right? Let's see. Wonder if you put that in. If anybody knows Nightbot, if they can reach out to me, I will gladly take it. That's not working. So that's not working. Okay. So that weather one is a bust until I figure out how to put it in. They said, this is how you put it in, and then you get the value. Oh, well, you're welcome, LJ. Or LEJ. Another thing that I'm going to do is probably go ahead and give all of my moderators their own little thing. And that means they can go ahead and do like for, certain, they have their own little special word that's just for them. That means that they can drop that. And if for some reason Nightbot does not drop their link during the thing, they can just hit that and it's dropped. So that's probably what's going to happen. If you're a moderator, you're going to automatically be put in Nightbot so that it will come up with the ability to drop, especially my moderators. I want to make sure that they get dropped. And that will, of course, alleviate the pressure off of Lighthouse Mondays, where I want to be able to drop other links beside the moderators. We want to be able to drop them so that we can go ahead and do that. Now I'm going to see if we wait 15 minutes, and so we're going to drop the other two that I had. I was just shocked when it was like, oh, it worked. Again, I'm not using Nightbot as a way of, we are not going to use it to drop links. I don't want to do that. I still want the moderators to be able to drop links into the chat. I used to figure the weather one. I'd still want them dropping links for people. I don't want to do that. I will give them their own special word. Now that I figured IOPA works, then we're going to give them their own special word so that I wonder if I just drop iWeather, what happens? Let's just, for kicks and giggles, right? Is it going to still say the same thing? I'm going to give them their own special word so that they have that so they can drop that when they want to drop their link. And then that way, that takes the pressure of them. And it also, during any live that they're not on, they're going to get a little bit of promotion. And if they're a mod here and they come and support us, more than glad to do it. But I just really felt today as it was popping off and there wasn't anything I could do about it because I was in the middle of a live with about 30 people on it. I couldn't stop for nothing. But I wanted to make sure that my moderators knew it's in the process, it's in the works. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set it up so that everybody I'm going to set it up for it to automatically be dropped for all the moderators. And then I'm going to make sure that they know that they have their own special, like the IOPA. It's going to say whatever, and they drop that and their link will pop up. So that is what they're going to get. That's just a perk, as for being a moderator. So I think it'll work. Why don't we try it? What's the worst thing can happen? I'm probably gonna do with this video is make it a. I have to run it live because I can't run anything. What I'm gonna do with this video is just go ahead and make it either private or unlisted, and just send it to my moderators, and they can. Well, I'm figuring this out. Hold on a second. While I'm figuring this out, I'm going to take myself off the screen for a second and give a shout out to my moderators. I may just leave it up, but let's run that. Give a shout out to all my moderators. Let me run that video while I kind of do a couple things and see if this works. I'm still figuring some stuff out. So talk amongst yourself in the chat. So what does it say? Jaden, you cannot. You will not be able to enter IOPA because IOPA is only for my command. So entering it will not do anything, and I have to fix iWeather because apparently I didn't do the validation right. So IOPA is only for me. You doing anything, it's not going to do anything for anybody else. That's only for me. I'm going to go ahead and put on some other channels for y'all to look at while I kind of figure this thing out a little bit. Hold on a second. And before I forget too, I'm going to also put on some music. We were gifted such an amazing thing from our friend who came and showed us a concert on Anthony's on Alfonso's music. He did wonderfully, and he sent me some things that I can use for Lighthouse Monday. I'm so excited. So I will play one of his as I'm playing this other video while I figure this out. awesome. That's going to be such awesome music on Lighthouse Monday. All righty. If you're coming into this stream, this is not normally Blessed to Crochet. This stream is a mess. The Nightbot is a mess. Well, that worked. So I'll leave the stream up for a little bit, but probably not for very long. If you come into it, welcome to the mess, because it's exactly what it is, the mess. But that did work. So the moderators are going to get their own little name, which means like Chrissy is my daughter. So Chrissy's cosplay is my daughter. So Chrissy is going to be hers. I will set up and for each one of my moderators, they will have their own little word only they can use, or any of the other moderators can use. Again, the only one I'd like to see coming aboard is the iWeather one. That I think would be interesting. I just have to figure out why it's not working. The iOPA one is going to be just for me as we're running it. I may give it out to my moderators, but that's only really for Lighthouse Monday. But I would like to also do another one for kind of I welcome or something like that we can only use to just welcome everybody in. I think this is going to help the moderators when they want to drop their links or anybody else's links. I'm going to try to make it really easy and really simple. They don't have to go back and forth to stuff. It'll just be really fast and really simple. And I will get a list with everybody, hand it to my moderators, and those that would like to use it, at least I'll know them. I'm going to make them very simple. But again, those will only be for the moderators. That's only for them. It's only if they have a channel. And like I have one moderator, she doesn't have a channel. So they're not going to get one for them because they don't. They can have a little cheat sheet, which will just make their life easier. And then again, on Lighthouse Mondays, this will make it a lot easier. And then what we'll do is I will also do Nightbot. I did it kind of just hanging around. I'm going to have Nightbot be able to see if they can drop the links of all the moderators and also drop the links of other channels too as well that we'd love to be able to support. So I want to be able to do that. I just want to try to, at least if it takes out having to drop the links of the moderators, that'll be easy. And people that can come in, we can get their links up and running pretty easily. And that's probably where I'm going to go with that. There are some ones that are going to drop always, like the lifeboat, Alfonso with Blind Productions. So grateful for his doing that. That music is going to be awesome to do. I so much prefer that over the StreamYard music. It was just like, can we have some personalities? There's so many. He sent me quite a few. He sent me even a Christmas one I can use. So I'm so excited. So there's going to be links that are going to be dropped pretty consistently for that. One of, a church and so forth. So, or to like, we can make it so that it drops the birthday video throughout the month. So I just don't see it dropping any of those other ones so I'm kind of holding off just to see if it drops any of those others. If I could do this without it. Oh, here's, I appreciate everybody's those are here. Just chat amongst yourself, right? I'm just learning. I really am to see. There's another one it's supposed to be doing. Wish you could do this one. I tried to do it on a private, and that's why I didn't think it worked, because I thought, okay, it's not going to work. So, it's not going to work, and that way that's what I thought, and that's what I thought. Okay, it's not working. So, and so I appreciate everybody's just allowing me to do this. Because, okay, we're going to No. I appreciate everybody patience here. But this, I think, will help. And I will do a cheat sheet for my moderators. For the moderators of this channel. But you can only do this live, so if I don't do it live, then I don't know if it's working. Jaden, there is not a... I'm trying to get the weather command working. Like I said, if I could do this test privately, I would. I can't. I can only do it live. So that's why this live is such a mess. I can only do it. I'm trying to get the weather one to work. And there's one, and I've been on other... I know exactly who I'm going to reach out to tell me what I need to put exactly in it to make it pop up. Because the weather command should be weather, then your zip code. It should work, and it's not. So that means that that's what I would like to do so that people can put their weather and get what their weather is of the local area. That's what I'm working for. And I can put some other things. I think I would like to put like the facts, like maybe some Elvis facts in, and some other things. I just have to learn all about them. So you all would have to, you're going to have to be patient on exactly what it is. So, oh, yes, I did. I got it, and you missed it. I played one of your songs. I've got them in here. They're going to be so cool, Alfonso. So cool. If anybody has not gone and checked his channel out, please go and check him out because he is awesome. I thank you so much. And I'm going to start, that's going to be our lighthouse music. So that link I just dropped was Alfonso's. But I downloaded some of them, and we are going to be playing them for our Lighthouse Mondays. Here, I'll play one of them. Here, Alfonso. Songs that are going to be done throughout Lighthouse Monday. I'm so excited, and so grateful, and I'm so thankful. It's going to be awesome. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'd rather have your music playing than some made-up music. So awesome. So thank you so much. I'm working on trying to put in a little Nightbot, just because I would like to add some ease to it, just to help my moderators out. So these are only for the moderators. They're going to have their own little special thing. And Jaden, I've just taken a screenshot of that. I'd like to go look at their channel before I drop it. So if you will give me that, I will look at them and see if there's a channel that I would be interested in dropping. I'm not going to try to judge that right now. So I took a screenshot of it. I'm going to go take a look at that channel, and maybe we will drop it. I just know I need to look at it prior. And I can't necessarily do that right now for what I'm trying to kind of do. And I appreciate your understanding. I really do. I'm just doing this because I want to, it helps me out to sit here and be able to actually test this. And again, I don't know if I'm keeping the live up or not. We'll see. We'll see. But everybody will kind of have their own little thing. But I think this will help a lot. Okay, that one worked. So I'm figuring out it. I'd like to get some other things. Actually, let me change that. No, they don't have to even. Okay. I don't know why I feel like Burger King today. Okay. Mist should work. And again, these that are being dropped are only for the moderators to have. They'll be known, but if you try to drop them, they're not going to work. They're only going to be positioned for the moderators to drop. But this way, it'll make them pretty easy. I'm trying to make them real easy. I'm trying to make them easy peasy. It should work. Oh, I see what I did. I see what I did. I see what I did. I hope everybody's having a good day, and I appreciate your patience while I'm kind of going through all this. See, now it's dropping the lighthouse beacon, but we're almost a half an hour in, so I'll have to figure why that's doing that. And it should drop Kristen Melinda's again. So I'll have to figure that one out. Oh, I'm trying to think of who else. Hi, Bella. I'm trying out Nightbot. So I don't know if this stream will stay up right now. Because I really want to, especially for Lighthouse Mondays, I don't want to have to, I want to be able to make it easy to be able to drop some of these. So any of my moderators will get dropped. And then if I can work it out so that I can, I'm trying to get the weather one done. Anybody knows Nightbot, that would be great. Because I don't know it. I'm learning. So this way. But the only way to test this whole thing is by live. So everybody's kind of, but you know, I wish you could test it, but it's only on a live feed. And I didn't even realize, I didn't think I had it working correctly. And I was on the live today and it did. The only one that I'm not able to get working is the weather one. Okay, we got Miss Dragon. We got Crispin, DJ Fishing, Sandy. Who else? Mon doesn't have a channel. Yeah, I know. It's just it's a messy live. I thought of that, but it's a messy live. It's just messy. See, it dropped Kristen's link. So I know the hours, but it's just a messy live. If people coming into this, please realize I'm just trying to I'm just trying to kind of let's see, we're going to disable that one for right now until I figure that. Trying to think else. Who's my Anthony? Who else is too? Now that I think about it. I'm just trying to. The only way to do this is live, so it's messy. But this way, the moderators can just drop an easy thing, and that way their links are dropped because I want to honor them. And then I want to do the timer, especially for Lighthouse Mondays, because I was going pretty crazy on the links, trying to drop everybody and give everybody space and make sure. But I would really, Lydia, that reminds me. All right, Lydia, while you're on here, I'm going to do this. So hold give me just a minute, hon. We're doing the Nightbot thing. I just need to figure out the weather one. That's the one I need to figure out, but that's going to come later. Okay. All right. So I got to check the. So Miss Lydia, while you're on here for me, in a minute, give me a minute. All right. What I want you to do in just a second, I got to give me a second here. Give me a minute because I haven't put it in yet. And see if it works for me. Should. All right. Lydia, your one is going to be I. Okay. Or not I, sorry. Explanation point. I'm going to type it in so you can see Lydia. That's going to be for you. That is your personal one, so that when you'd like to drop your link, all you have to do is I, Lydia. So can you go ahead and do what I just did and make sure it's going to work on your end? Do I, Lydia, or explanation point Lydia. And that's going to be yours. And then you can drop your link. I use lowercase. Oh, it worked either way. Okay, great. So you can use upper or lower, but that will be for you. When you come into the chat, that'll make it real easy for you to drop your link. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a cheat sheet for kind of everybody else. That way, if any of the moderators come in and want to drop anybody else's link, they can just do that and it's done. I'm trying to think who else needs one. Who else is... I'm trying to think who else does my things. So this way it'll be really easy. Like we have for different ones. I'm going to have to go back in my thing and see. I've got to go back here. And tomorrow I've got Broccasol coming up. All right. That's not it. Is this it? Okay. I got to go through my video. This is a messy live, y'all. There's just no other way to put it. This is a messy live. We got Christina in here. So I know I'm forgetting somebody. So I will do a cheat sheet for all the moderators. And again, those are only for moderators. They're not going to, anybody else drops them, they're not going to have. I did Kristen. I did Miss Dragon. I did Sandy. I did, oh, my other keeper. Okay. That's the one I forgot. Anybody else want to listen to some of Anthony's music? We'll do a little mocha break for a minute. So I'm going to remove my... I'm loving the music, y'all. I'm loving it. If you come into the stream, it's a hot mess, that's for sure. All right. So for right now, I've got the moderators with channels. There are moderators, there's a couple I do have that do not have channels, and that's fine. The moderators that have channels have their own word. Now, those can be used. Those can be used by the other moderators too. So if the moderators come in and they want to drop sunrise dawn, they can just do I sunrise. I will have a cheat sheet for them to be able to use to easily drop our moderators links, because I think if they're here and they're helping to be a part of this channel, they need to have their links dropped. I have to figure out the timed feature where it's going to drop things, because I would like for it to drop channels that are here supporting us. They are here watching watch hours. If you can help with that in any way, please do so. We're almost at 1,100 watch hours. Woo! Actually, I think it's more. Hold on a second. I'll tell you right now where we're at, where we're sitting. I feel like Burger King tonight. I don't know why. I've got things. I've got some crochet stuff. We're at 10:42. So any help with watch hours would be greatly, greatly appreciated. We'll have another topic Thursday tomorrow. I have a broccoli recipe, or not tomorrow, Tuesday. Thursday, we'll have a topic Thursday. Yeah, I may need help with that timer. And if you have anybody that knows how to do iWeather for it to come out right, please reach out to me. Please. I try to do the iWeather because I'd like to do some other things with Nightbot. I don't think it's a terrible thing to have. I think that it can, and I will email you like the little cheat sheet of all the moderators and their channels, so you've got that as well as the other one. I will take care. It won't probably happen until tomorrow because I'm pretty tuckered now. I've been on for a while and I'm tired. Ask Kevin. Yeah, I know you can help with that. Great. I would like to do things like iWeather. I'd also like to do things like, I don't understand how you do the script entering fun facts about Elvis. So I would love to add that to it. I would love to be able to add other things, like they had one where it counts down the days for Christmas and stuff. But the iWeather, I'm going to show you so you can see. Like, I made that available to everybody, not me. Don't blow me up here. I try to do iWeather, and see, it's dropping it. I got the one to drop the Facebook group, but I'd like to be able to figure out how to do that a little bit more. See, when I do iWeather, which I'd like everybody to do, it tells me invalid, even though I went on trying to find the cheat sheet. But at least I got the commands, and I will do a welcome command. But again, those commands are only going to be for the owner. Or I may make a moderator thing. Like IOPA is going to be for me and possibly my moderators to put in only for Lighthouse Monday. And I welcome will only be in for welcoming everybody into the stream. So that would make my life a lot easier if I could just do that. And then I think too, when I do, I'll have one for like iRipple. Yeah, I understand that, but I'll show you, Lydia, so you can see. I did that, and I guess I'm not putting it right into Nightbot because I did that. And I tried even putting the city, and I still get the invalid. So I don't know what text I need to put in there. And trying to find it was like, there were so many different ways. So I don't know how to do that. So the iWeather would be interesting to have in there. I think I'll do like iOPA when I'm doing Lighthouse Mondays, and iWeather I welcome when we're doing a normal welcome stream, when we're doing a normal Blessed to Crochet. And then and I ripple when I'm doing the lifeboat. And then that way that can be entered as a command. I think I figured out commands. I got the commands. Okay, well, let's try that one. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I could ask Kevin. It is correct, but he is so busy. I just typed it both ways, but I don't think it's going to work without the I. So I've got to do more research about it. But I struggled with Nightbot for a while. I'll tell you why. I struggled with it because I did not want people coming in, and there's nothing wrong with that. The channels that run it, I love it. I think it's great. I appreciate it tremendously. However, because of because of what I'm doing, I'm not really focusing solely on crochet. I really want to make sure that the places I'm sending you all are places where I feel are good channels. Also, a lot of them are live content channels. And that's where very picky. If you know somebody that knows how to put the zip code in, let me know. I want to send you to channels that are doing live content. I want to know the channels. I want to be subscribed to them myself. I want to go in it. Like somebody asked me if I could put this channel up. I will go investigate it before I just drop it on in there. And so I want to make sure that I do that in a responsible manner. So I really struggled with how I want to do it. And I really decided that I don't think I want to do in this setting yet to do like word drop or blessed and be able to put the thing in. I think that may be a place to be able to do over when we can get the blessings through connection up. That would be a perfect place to say put blessing and your link will drop. But this will alleviate a lot, especially on Lighthouse Monday again. For me, if I'm the only moderator in that for whatever reason, I can just put these in and all of my mods channels are getting dropped. All of them are dropped with ease. I think it will help on live streams to be done with ease. And then, all right. And then I can also put in, and I do want to do channels. I do want to do time channels where outside of the moderators that now have their own command for each link, we can put in like the lifeboat and like Mrs. C's cottage and the church, our church, and some other channels I'd like to put in there to come up throughout the live stream. So that's what I want to do. That's how I want to handle it. I just have to figure the timing part. And the only way to test this whole thing out is to come live. Like I said, I was literally in the halfway point of my live today, and all of a sudden Nightbot started working. And I'm like, oh, because last night I'm like, I guess I didn't do something right. I didn't enter something right. I didn't do something right. Apparently I did it, and it came up, and I thought, oh, okay. And there was nothing I could do. And I didn't want anybody to feel like I was just solely focusing on Kristen's link. And I was going towards the end of my live, kind of explaining that a little bit, and I got sidetracked, and I got to come back on, and I might as well test this. And this is a messy live. This is exactly what I'm going to title it. Thank you to all my moderators, but this one was a messy live. Exactly the way I'm going to put it, because it's been nothing short but of a mess. Testing stuff out, and thank you to all our moderators, but life can be messy, and so was this stream, and that's exactly the way I'm gonna put it. Messy stream. Because it's exactly how it was, but it was the only way we could test it was by running this so that Nightbot could work. But I got to get the timing of it right, and then I can start adding some other channels. I want to make sure the lifeboat is dropped. I want to make sure like Chase the Heat's dropped. I want to make sure, other channels that I have come to love and then I'm moderators on. I want to say thank you to them, and I want to be able to drop their channel even if they're not here. I think eventually we're going to have to be at the position. This is kind of where I feel this is going. We're eventually going to have to be in the position where we're going to have some kind of website with everybody's channel in that I love and that we love, because I think that it's going to become there's going to be a point where all the description, literally all the description of it is going to be we're gonna run out of room in the description. That's where I feel it's going to happen. We're going to run out of room. And the only way to do it, and I have to go check and make sure that I've got all my mods, that they're all, I've got everybody with a name, and then I'll print that out. I feel like there's going to be a point where we're going to run out of room in the chat. I'm going to also be able to put my birthday. I should put iBirthday and do that. Let's do that while we're here messing around. This messy live. Boy, that's what I'm going to call it. iBirthday, because then that way I can put my birthday video in whenever I want to, right? iBirthday. And we're going to put in my birthday giveaway for those that haven't done it. And while I'm on this messy live, please go make sure you've watched the video and you've checked and make sure that your word is correct. Some people have gone back and they have corrected their word, and some people have not. And when I go to the random comment picker and put that word in, if you don't have the correct word and you're not subscribed and you don't have that right phrase, I'm moving on to somebody else. So I don't want to do that if you're the one chosen. So please go back, watch the video, make sure you've entered the correct word and the correct phrase, and double check and make sure that you are subscribed. So I'm going to do this, and we're going to put happy birthday to Mary and put birthday giveaway, and we'll try that one out. And so submit. Let's see. So and we're going to make that just me. All right. Let's try this one out. Well, we're here doing the fun things, right? This messy live. That's the only thing I can say. It's totally messy. Let's try iBirthday and see what works. I think I'm getting Nightbot. I really struggled. I tell you, I struggled with getting it, but I think it's going to become easy. I think it's going to make life a little easy. Oh, birthday giveaway. Awesome. That'll be nice. That'll be nice, especially going for the next 18 days to pop that in. And that's something I can do pretty easily from here. And that's going to be awesome. But yeah, the only thing that I this is where I may be, and that I may be in so many commands I wouldn't think of it. I think what we're going to have to do eventually is we're going to get to the point where that's okay, Lydia. Again, this is a messy live. I'm just fooling around with Nightbot. That's all I'm trying to do, and I have to be live to do it. I think that we're going to get to the point where if I don't want to overload the stream with too many links either. It's a great way to be able to get people automatically into something. For sure. That's an automatic way. I don't want to I don't know how yet, because if I have to figure out the timed piece, that's for sure. Because if not, that's going to be that could be a little tricky. That could be a little tricky because I have to see, because like it dropped that, but I have to figure that one. I have to figure out that one's going to have to be a figure outer, because I don't want, if I start, I thought about that for a minute. And I thought, well, I could just have everybody have a I can have everybody have I can have everybody have a thing, and then But I don't think I want to do that. And I think what I need to do now that I'm looking at that, let me go back here. I think what I'm going to have to do is go back. Because see, let's see. You know what? Alfonso, that's a good question. It hasn't come up on my side. What do I do about trolls? You know what? I don't give them time of day, and I have mods. We have mods. I'm not fooling around with them. I can say that right now. You want to come into my house. This is my house. This is the way I look at it. People can decide what they want to. I look at it from a perspective of this. You're coming into my house. Okay. I think that's a great question. You're coming into my house. If you ever want to do a live and you need a moderator, please contact me. I will gladly be a moderator. I have raised a special needs child. I've got a little Scottish in me. I have no problem telling somebody lovingly, stop it. And that's to my true nature. And so if I just don't put up with it, I just think that it's something that you're coming into somebody's house, and I just think you need to be respectful. It's not that difficult. It's not that hard. You need to be respectful of the chat you're in. And if you're not, then goodbye. And unfortunately, I think that this is where my Chromebook's going to come easy, because I can go sit with my Chromebook. I'm liking that because then it tells the lifeboat, it tells what channel. You're coming into my house. Plain and simple. You're coming into our house. You're going to be respectful. And if you're not, you're out. I had someone come in recently who was fine. I was actually on a live with the lifeboat. They were fine. And then I decided to go live after the lifeboat on Next. And the guy was fine. I thought, oh, cool, new member. Third conversation in. He said a really absolutely disrespectful and obscene comment. He got booted right out of it. I think you have to realize you're going to have the trolls. You're going to have people that are going to be disrespectful. And you got to get them out. But if you think that you can have thing and not have moderators, it's not going to happen. There's no way that you can't keep track of everything and you can't have somebody protected. You need to. There's a channel I'm a moderator on, My Other's Keeper, and she sometimes does some sensitive subjects. And I said to her, I'll be glad to be a moderator. You need to have them. So if you're going to be doing sensitive subjects and topics that are difficult, you have to be able to have moderators come in and say, on this house, you're not going to. So that's the way I would say. I do have trolls. I had somebody tell me that I needed chapstick. I had someone else tell me I looked homeless because I was wearing a crochet hat. And I was just like, I'm not homeless. Can you, thank God I can say that. I'm not trying to make laugh about it. But, I would strongly suggest, Alfonso, to get some moderators. And I will be gladly enough to be a moderator if you ever need. And if you're on, be really specific exactly what you want. We don't take foul language here. We don't take disrespect. And plain and simple, if you're not going to be nice, you leave. And you're either asked to calm it down and stop, or you leave. One of the two are happening. And if you think about it as this is your house that you are having, and you are having guests in, if you had a physical home and guests came in and they were being disrespectful or not appropriate, you'd be asking them to leave. Goodbye. And it's exactly the same thing here. Just because it is they're on the opposite side and they feel like they can come in and be disrespectful and be ugly and be mean, go right ahead. But you're not doing it in my house. Plain and simple. There's no other way to do it. And that's how I run it. It's exactly how I run it. Like it, indifferent, whatever you want to do. It's exactly how I do it. So that my suggestion is, I don't think there's a way to prevent trolls. I really don't. I think they're going to come in. I think they're going to do their business. They are coming for attention. Now, one thing that I do not do is give them much attention. Maybe that's why they stay away. I don't have a tremendous amount of, not huge yet either, but I don't, and we're not huge. This is my mom's channel. I'm just here for the connection. There's no way to prevent it, but we don't give them much attention. When they come in my chat, like the person that came in and said hello, and then the third comment was obscene, they didn't get much attention for it. Everybody saw it in chat. They got eliminated real fast. They got eliminated and they're blocked. I'm not messing around with it. It's not happening here. You want to come and be critical or say anything to any of my moderators or anybody in my community, you're gone. It is not going to take you very long. If I'm a moderator in your chat and you want to be unpleasant to the person that I most likely, all my moderators I somewhat know, you're going to come in that chat and be it, ain't going to put up with it. Ain't going to have it. And depending on how you come in, and this is kind of why I'm a little hesitant about allowing a word to be used, just because of the subject matter in which I am doing and we are doing on this channel. We are a crochet channel to some degree, but I'm not teaching how anybody to crochet. We're talking about some hard stuff and some fun stuff. I think giving the ability to drop links it may not work in this environment, because then we don't have any control over that. And I don't want people coming in here just to drop a link versus, and I think it's different. Like Dawn Yarndall, I love her. But it's a different environment when you go in there than you come in here. I want people coming in our channel soaking up what we have to give. It's a lot of conversation. It's a lot of chat. It's a lot of talking versus coming in and talking, and there's some hard stuff being talked about. So that is kind of why I'm a little hesitant in this form to say, here's a word, go ahead and type in that word and drop your link. That's the only reason I'm a little bit hesitant. If I want to drop a link, then I want to be able to drop it. But again, I think we're going to get to the point where there's going to have to be some kind of either website or something where we can send you to say, here, check out all these amazing channels. I really see that happening at some point. I just don't quite know how to do that yet. I don't know the best way to facilitate that. I really don't. And I think that's where it's going to be. And but I think that I just have to figure out the timing, because we only have 5 people sitting in the chat right now. So if I did timing and I had a bunch of links dropping, that may not be the best thing in the world for it. And that's kind of what I have to do. I just don't want to sit there having a laundry list about this long, which is going to happen, of channels with commands either. So that's where the debate is. At least we've got the thing. We'll work on the weather. If anybody knows how to do weather or any other commands in this Nightbot thing, let me know. But this is just mainly for the mods, and I will have a list of the mods. And then that way they can just drop it and they can be done. And I'm done. I'm done. Today was enough. I have to go upload. I'm getting sore. I need to go upload the Tuesday or Thursday thing. And I don't know if I am going to do, we'll see if I'm going to do Monday or tomorrow. I may not. I think I'm going to take a break tomorrow. But again, you're going to have that great broccoli recipe that we did. That'll be uploaded topic Thursday, and then we'll see where I'm at. I just know I'm pretty tired and I need to get off. So again, to all my moderators, thank you so much. To Alfonso, thank you so much for the music. We're going to be jamming on Lighthouse Mondays. And just real quick, the Lighthouse Mondays are really going to help me and help this channel because I have come to the realization, unfortunately, I'd love to be able to come on here live every day. And there's just no way, guys. There is no way. I may look like a very healthy person, and I am to some degree. But my fibromyalgia does rear its ugly head every solitary day. And my migraines do. And I deal with it and I battle it. And I battle through it when I can. But on the days when I can't, I've got to provide something for everybody, and we have to. And so the Lighthouse Mondays are going to be a place where you're going to see, and I have to re-record those videos because they were very choppy and I need to do a little better job, but that's probably going to happen tomorrow. I'm going to do some recording tomorrow. But that's just going to a place where you can come in, you can find other content creators, we can drop some links to people, you can meet people, beautiful Lighthouse, beautiful Alfonso music that he's played. I'm so excited. And I really feel that that's going to be a great avenue of people connecting with each other. And it also gives me an ability to connect with you all and not have to be live. And that's really important. I just can't. I wish I could do lives every day. I can't. The energy, I will be socked for the next few days. Now on Friday, and I have to call the hospital tomorrow, I am scheduled for an MRI on my back just to see where my doctor says my back is sitting at. And I know that I will be in a lot of pain afterwards because flat on my back and me don't want being flat on my back and me don't work. So I go through a lot of struggles on that time. So I guarantee you there will not be anything Friday, if not just a quick check-in. That will be all that I will be doing Friday. And I have to call and make sure that I'm not going to have a huge bill at the hospital when I get done. But usually that really puts me in pain. Just I'm sore for several days after that whole thing, and that's not something I'm looking forward to at all. But they just want to see where my back's at, and if they need to do anything else, or if I'm good to go for another couple of years, go from there. But Friday, I will be very little. I will probably just do a check-in on the way home from the hospital, maybe on the way on to the hospital, but I got to call them tomorrow and see if I got a big bill, because if they want $4,000 and go find someplace else, I'm not going to be out of this girl. Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you to all my moderators. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. We couldn't do this channel without you. That's my suggestion. Couldn't do it without you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And there's something else I was going to say, and I don't remember what it was. Totally went out and left stream, and I don't know where. Oh, and if you're coming to this brand new, if you're coming to this channel and you've never been to Blessed to Crochet, this was a messy live. And it's the only way that I could do it. I don't know if it has it. It may have it in the hospital. Alfonso, it's when you put me flat on my back. I have a very, very bad back. And when you put me flat on my back, even with pillows underneath it, it is painful. And it is about an hour and 20-minute, they said, MRI. And it's an open MRI. They told me most likely my husband usually comes in, but I guess he can't because of the Dexcom and the stuff he wears for his diabetes. And unfortunately, when they get me up is more the problem. Because the last time they got me up out of an MRI, they literally had to have 3 men, one of them was my husband, to help me up. As I was screaming, I'm sure the whole hospital could have heard me because the pain was so intense. And that was even with my pain medicine. So getting me up is painful. And then last time I couldn't even walk. They had to get a wheelchair because I was unable to walk out of the hospital out of my own 2 feet. I was in that much pain afterwards. So I've told them, might as well get a wheelchair in there and ready to go for me. And you better have several people helping me up because I can't get up under my own. I can't lift myself up. There's no way. I have to roll on my side and then they have to help me up from there. And it is, my husband knows exactly how they need to get me up. And it is just, there's no other way to put it. And I'm going down in this chair as I'm talking. It is extremely painful to get me up. And I'm just in tears because I'm the gentleman, when I first went in for an MRI, and as I've gone in, all the techs have said to me, oh, you don't need any medication. By the time they're done helping me up, they've said every time, oh, boy, did we misjudge that one. You need it. And they're all amazed of how painful it is to get me up and how much I help. I can't get myself up. There's no way. I'm in too much pain. I need help, physical help to get up. There's just no other way to put it. And I don't look forward to it, but I said to my doc, let's go ahead and see where my back is. Hi, Miss Sunrise Dawn. I stayed on for a moment just to say hello to you. This is a messy live because I've been working on something. So when you come in my live, you probably noticed I made you a mod. You don't have to be in here all the time. Believe me, you've got enough mod. But when you come in, I want you to come in. I want you to drop your link. For you, when you drop I Sunrise or exclamation point Sunrise, it is going to drop your link. That is your thing. The only thing I'm going to be changing it to is the very beginning because I've added Nightbot just to help everybody out. I'm going to be putting Miss Sunrise Dawn in front of it so it'll do it. But that will be yours. I'm just trying to kind of alleviate a little bit of the so that you guys do not have to. And the only what the person can drop that is moderators. Just so that it alleviates a little bit of work for you all. You don't have to go back and forth. I know it because I'm a mod myself. Believe me, I know it. And so if you do you'll see it now. I changed it. I'm learning Nightbot. I'm learning it. You'll see it's going to say Miss Sunrise Dawn. So that way you drop that and your link will drop. And then you don't have to go look up anything. You don't have to drop anything. Whatever, you don't. And then if you type in for the mods too, this is for the mods, TLB, exclamation point TLB, the lifeboat will automatically drop. So, and that's Nightbot dropping my Facebook group, which I have to figure out that timing and everything. But the TLB will be the lifeboat. So for the moderators, yours is I Sunrise or exclamation point Sunrise. Lydia is that one. Yeah, and I'm Lydia. Let me change yours. Can I go ahead? I think for you, if you don't mind, I'm just going to put Yarnworks by Lydia just to make it really easy because it'll be such a long. Oh, yeah, by Lydia. I don't. Okay, so we're going to put here Yarnworks. I think I'll be doing Nightbot stuff tomorrow, huh, people? This is called a messy live. That's what this is called. This is called the messy live. And I will get these to any of my moderators that want a list of these codes. I will gladly give it to them if it will make their life easier for dropping links. Just let me know and you can email me and say, can I have the code list if that will make your life a lot easier. And see like ISIS, which is Kristen Melinda's link. It'll drop Kristen Melinda. And Lydia, I think I did yours now. So it'll show Lydia. And it'll show Yarnworks. And I'm not going to have, yes, I will email you all the codes. Because Lifeboat, I want to be dropped. I just think this is going to be an easier way. My chair has sunk. I'm in a hole again, and I don't feel like doing it. Yeah, make sure you put let me look again here. Let's go back. I sunrise. Try lowercase, hon. Let me see if I can do it. I sunrise. Should work. No, don't put spaces. Don't put a space between the I exclamation point and the sunrise. Just try putting exclamation point sunrise. Anybody coming into this is just a messy live. If you're new, this is not what it is. I usually don't drop down like it all, but we're working on some technical stuff, and the only way to work on Nightbot is to do it live. Do exclamation point sunrise. Let's see if it works, Dawn. If not, I'll see what's going on. Nightbot can be fickle, but I think this will help. I think this will make it easy. Because see, like when I want to drop your link, I can go into my chat and do I sunrise. It did it. It dropped it. So that's yours. And then like I'll get a thing to Lydia with all of the codes. Everybody, I'll get that done. Not today, probably tomorrow. I will do a code thing. It'll be under Word, and I will gladly send it off to anybody that's looking for any of them. And then I'll figure out how I want to do the channels. No, Lydia, just yours is just exclamation point Lydia. I just did it so that when your link drops, it says Yarn Works by Lydia. That's the only thing I did. So it just doesn't have a link. It actually says what it is. Yep. And then Miss Dragon is going to be exclamation point mist, MYST. That's what I have hers done. But again, these codes are only going to be for the moderators. They're only going to be for the moderators. They will not work for just a channel member. They're going to be just for the moderators. Yep. And then like this one is going to be for Mist Dragon. And so that's the way it's going to work. Miss Dragon and Sandy Wandy is going to have hers. So I hope this kind of helps people a little bit. I don't want to. Yeah, it's not actually a person. And like I said, I've debated. It's telling me to get off here. I've debated on Nightbot a little bit, but I when I was doing Lighthouse Mondays, I was really I was trying to get my mods in, and we were trying to get the mods in, and then this, and so this will make it really easy, and it will make it really easy when the mods are coming in and they'd like to drop their link. They can drop their link without it making it look like they're self-promoting themselves. And this way too, it'll free them up to go put other links. I would still like the links to be dropped in the chat when we talk about it. You're getting it. You're getting it. Of course, I'm down in a hole. Do we just sink down here? This chair is ridiculous. I'm telling you. Yeah, see the lifeboat. So that'll drop the lifeboat. And so everybody will have their own little thing, and then that way, yeah. And that'll work. And this one is going to be my daughter's. It's my daughter's channel. And she is a moderator. And I'm only doing it for the people that have channels. If you don't have a channel, like my husband, Mr. Blester Crochet, he doesn't have a channel. So we're not doing a channel for him. And Anthony J. Fishing, he's in here too. So I hope this is helpful. I wish I didn't have to do it so messy, but it was one of the messy Saturday. It was one of those had to happen because it had to happen. All right. All right. So think we got it a little bit. Thank you all my mods. Y'all are awesome. We love y'all. Every solitary one. But I haven't totally figured out how I'm going to do the others because I still want to drop other channels. I just have to figure out all the timeout stuff. But this will make, at least if you're a moderator, you're going to get your own little special thing and you can drop your link. And I think that should be a privilege and something that's just our way of this channel being able to say thank you very much for everything. And this one is like Anthony's. He's a moderator, so he's getting iFish. This one is my other's keeper. So, you know. And what I will do is I think I'll get a list together and then that way it'll, I think this will be helpful to me for sure when we, especially when we're doing it's just trying to figure Nightbot out is a little hairy. I'm still figuring it out. I don't think I totally got it, but I've got I know you'll help out, Lydia, and I appreciate it. Okay, if my chair has gone down this far, it means Mary needs to get off because she's tired, and I am tired. So anyway, and then for those that haven't checked it out, please go check out my birthday giveaway. No, missed Sunrise Dawn. Kristen is ISIS because she's like a sister to me. No joke. I'm not joking. We're sisters. But anybody that hasn't checked out my birthday giveaway, go ahead and do it. It's ISIS. ISSI. Just what I posted it up there. You'll see it come up in a minute. Exclamation point. I don't know what to say. Exclamation point. SIS is Kristen Melinda. She is like a sister to me. No joke. I'm not joking. Like sisters. I had to give her that one. Had to. And like Mon is one of my moderators, but she doesn't have a channel. So there's no need for her to have a thing. So there's no sense to have it. So I tried to make them pretty easy and simple, but I just gave them to moderators that have channels because I want to make this easy. I think hopefully it will make my moderators. Yes. I hope it will make the moderators I have a little bit easier for them, and we'll stay away from maybe self-promoting and all that kind of mumble jumble. So anyway, I don't know much about Nightbot, but if anybody, I know Lydia is going to help me because I'd like to get the weather app. I think that'd be fun to put the weather thing up and figure out how to add things in, like, cool things about Elvis and stuff. I think that'd be cool. I just got to figure all that out. Nightbot. And I will say there will be times where we're going to call it Nightbot because sometimes it can be a butt. Alrighty, y'all. I've got to get out of here. I have not eaten since this morning. I'm getting hungry. Oh. Well, I'm glad you were with a friend, Anthony, and thank you again for your music. This is going to be so awesome. Those that are stopping in, look at this music that we're going to have. This music he's given us is such a gift to be able to do all of our Lighthouse Mondays with. Isn't that going to be awesome? To be able to do our Lighthouse Mondays and be able to have this music playing in the background. I love it. I'm loving it. What a great community I have. Just it's amazing. It's going to be awesome. Yes. If you haven't checked out his channel, go check. I will put you got to put Anthony's. Isn't that beautiful? You got to go check out Anthony's channel. And he came on, this is, I call you Anthony Alfonso. I've got Anthony on my head. Those that haven't, Hi, Studio. This is a messy life. It's exactly what it is. Because I've been trying to figure out Nightbot. So, and Lydia's going to help me with Nightbot, but anybody else that wants to help me with Nightbot, come right on through, because I've gotten the commands figured out. I just haven't figured out like the weather part of it, and I'd like to add some other things. So that part of the bot I haven't figured out yet. But go check out our Saturday night hangout, because Anthony did a great time. We had a lovely time on Saturday. And Anthony, if you ever want to stream, if you would ever like to stream on 2 channels, if I ever want to set it up, just so you know, and you can click the stream on your channel, and I can be in the back office kind of watching your comments happening, I will be more than glad to do that. If you'd like to stream, go right ahead. We can do that too. We're here to help each other. We're going to grow together. So have a great time, a great night. I'm going to get out of here before I lose my voice, and I need to go eat something, and I'm hungry and I'm shrinking. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for just messing around with this messy live, because that's exactly what it was. And moderators, I will get you that cheat sheet. All right. Have a good night. Stay connected, everybody. Love you all. Bye-bye.